What is it?
Hey there.
I'd really like to talk to you. You ready now?
Of course. Anything you need.
Anything I need, huh? I might take you up on that one day. After Tommy stuck me with you, I was expecting to hate your guts. Not only because you agreed to pick up me contract, but because I was waiting for you to order me around like hired help. Now, so far, you've been treating me like a friend. Hell, you've been damn near nice to me. Now, I don't mean to sound ungrateful, but your kindness is starting to make me wonder if there's anything I learned in the combat zone. It was that nobody does things for other people without expecting something in return.
What exactly do you think I'm expecting in return?
Who knows? Doing your laundry, taking a bullet for you, hauling your gear. What's the difference? I don't think I'm getting through to you. Let me explain what I mean, then maybe you'll understand where I'm coming from. I spent 3 years living at the combat zone. Smelled like puke and piss, but I called it home. I was making a few caps, had me own bed to sleep in, and 3 hot meals a day. Then the raiders took over the place. You know that lot. They aren't exactly what you'd call the gentle type. After they moved in, if you didn't keep looking over your shoulder, you were liable to get sucker punched or robbed. Or worse. Didn't take me long to learn that I had to put my hard-earned caps to good use. Buying friends was essential to making life easy. So, I guess I'm waiting for you to hand me a bill. You know what I mean?
You don't owe me a thing.
Now I'm having a real hard time believing that. I'll tell you what. Give me some time and I'll think of something I can do to repay you. I'm not a rich girl, but I'm sure we can agree on something. After all, what are friends for?
You here visiting Covenant, pal? If not, move along. You know, armed people loitering around. Not good for the nerves.
Is that what this place is called?
Yeah, we're a real up-and-comer. A pit stop on the road for traders and such. We're not that big, but we got the bargains. Got a dock that can patch you up. We even got some lemonade. Well, that's what Deezer calls it anyway. There's a small catch, though. We don't just let anyone inside. There's an entrance test. We call it the safe test. Everyone's got to take it.
Interesting idea. Between you and me, what's the test for?
I probably shouldn't say nothing, but listen. We want to make sure only good people come into Covenant. No undesirables. Nobody that ain't actually what they seem, you know?
I'm new to the area. What do you mean about undesirables?
But you don't know about... Jesus, listen. Not everyone in the Commonwealth is human, okay? Some are... synths. I'm not gonna say anything more than that. Just take the test. You pass, and you can come inside where everything's safe, all right?
Sure.
Good. Take a seat, and we can begin. So let's begin. There ain't no wrong answers. You are approached by a frenzied scientist who yells, "I'm going to put my quantum harmonizer in your photonic resonation chamber." What's your response?
I'd say up yours too, buddy.
You'd say that. Next question. While working as an intern in the clinic, a patient with a strange infection on his foot stumbles through the door. The infection is spreading at an alarming rate. But the doctor has stepped out for a while. What do you do?
Medicate the infected area as best I can.
You have a medical background. You discover a young boy lost in a cave. He's hungry and frightened, but also appears to be in possession of stolen property. What do you do?
I lead the boy to safety, then turn him over to someone in charge.
Very curious. Congratulations! Hey, you made it onto a baseball team. Which position do you prefer?
I don't play baseball. I play soccer.
Are you certain about that? Never mind. Next question. Your grandmother invites you to tea, but you're surprised when she gives you a pistol and orders you to kill someone. What do you do?
I'd give her whatever she wants to spare his life.
Typical Class B. Old Mr. Abernathy has locked himself in his quarters again, and you've been ordered to get him out. How do you proceed?
I'd grab a bobby pin and pick the lock.
And that is all you do? Nothing else? Wait, don't answer.
next?
Oh no. You've been exposed to radiation, and a mutated hand has grown out of your stomach. What's the best course of treatment?
I'd cut off the mutated tissue with a precision laser.
Technological bias. A neighbor is in possession of a Grognak the Barbarian comic book, issue #1. You want it. What's the best way to obtain it?
I'd trade him for one of the comic books I own.
You're almost done. Last question. You decide it would be fun to play a prank on your father. You enter his private restroom when no one is looking, and
I'd put a firecracker in his toilet. That never gets old.
test's over. No one's ever answered quite like you. But hey, you passed. I'll open up the gate.
That's what I'm talking about.
Welcome to Covenant.
This place kinda reminds me of home. It's just missing the abusive parents and the years of psychological torment.
Sorry, I'm so busy.
Caravan came a few days back. Worked for old man Stockton. You saw them, right?
I already told you. I don't recollect. We get a lot of traffic.
This isn't Diamond City. A caravan of 5 comes through, you'd remember.
Then they must not have come through. Say, wouldn't you rather have a lemonade?
My job here isn't drinking lemonade. I know for a fact they came here. Why the brush off?
I want to help, mister, but I really don't recollect.
Mark my words. I'll get to the bottom of this. You from around here? God, I hope not. Not enough of these hicks.
You have a problem with the people here?
All the fake smiles and the fancy talking puts me on edge. The sooner I'm out of here, the better. You know anything about Stockton's caravan?
A caravan? What are you talking about?
I signed on with old man Stockton to find his lost caravan. What's left of it is just outside of town. The last stop was here, so I've been trying to put together the story. But I keep getting the runaround. Got a proposal for you. Help me find Stockton's people, and we split the reward. At least one survivor walked out of that massacre. And I intend to make good on my contract.
If I help you, I want something up front.
If I have your word, you'll help. I'll chip in 50 caps now. That's above and beyond the deal.
Who are we looking for?
The big one is Stockton's daughter, Amelia. I didn't find any bodies of the feminine persuasion, so, there's hope. If we find her, Stockton's offering a heap of caps.
Sounds fair. I'm in.
Here's all I got on the caravan. I don't got proof, but Covenant's involved, somehow. I'll keep poking around, but let me know if you find anything.
Caravan was hit awfully close to Covenant, all right. Deezer's Lemonade. Never heard of it.
Leg still on the mat.
Enjoy your stay.
Hi.
I hope Swanson didn't give you too hard a time at the gate. If you ask me, I think he takes his job too seriously. But welcome. Everyone around here calls me Mrs. Fitzgerald, but you, cutie, can call me Penny.
Nice to meet a friendly face.
You're in luck then. Covenant is the friendliest place in the whole Commonwealth. You'll see. You here to shop? I'll make sure to give you a good price.
Do you have time for a few questions?
For you? Certainly.
Do you know anything about a missing caravan?
You've been talking to Mr. Dan. I don't know what he's carrying on about. He's just stirring the pot, if you ask me.
Definitely. He has such an attitude.
I know! He's so smug. And Dan thinks he's the one helping people. He wouldn't know the first thing about making the Commonwealth a better, safer place.
He should be thankful you let him in.
Instead, he stomps around interrogating people. If the compound did do something to his precious caravan, they had reasons for it. Better reasons than a man like him. You know, honey, I was just shooting off at the mouth. Just forget anything I said about that and the compound. I have to go.
If you're hurting, just tell the doctor.
Hear anything, Doc?
If you want rumors, then Penny's the girl for you. I like to stick to fixing people. It's what I'm good at.
Not interested.
Fine.
After a long day, nothing beats Deezer's Lemonade.
Hey, Deezer.
93% of all visitors prefer Deezer's Lemonade.
I'm looking into a lost caravan. Can you help?
You know what would be great for a lost caravan? Deezer's Lemonade! Voted best beverage in Covenant 3 years straight!
What's in the lemonade?
Deezer's Lemonade is made of goodness. 4 special ingredients from sunny, non-irradiated environments, all in 1 cold glass. Try it and enjoy, or take advantage of the money-back guarantee.
What's the catch?
No tricks, no gimmicks, just the best lemonade in Covenant, free to our special guests.
I'll pass.
You don't know what you're missing.
Damn rain is soaking right through me clothes. Is that a robot?
I hate this place.
Oi, tin can. What do you have on tap?
Why, nothing but the most refreshing, delicious lemonade you've ever tasted.
Lemonade. Does it have whiskey in it or something?
There are no alcoholic additives or artificial preservatives of any kind. Only good old-fashioned cold refreshment.
Ugh.
I hate this
You know
place.
what? I think I'll pass.
Hey, Dan.
This whole place has got me on edge. I hope you found something on the caravan.
I found out about a compound. The caravan survivors may be there.
Great. Now we just need to find it. If anyone would know where this compound is, it'd be Jacob. He runs this town. But he doesn't have the best memory. I saw him once reading a slip of paper while entering his password. Maybe you can find that.
Do you have any other leads?
No. If Covenant doesn't pan out, then I don't know where to start. I'll cross that road if I have to.
We'll talk later.
After a long day, nothing beats
Busted again?
Well, hello.
Hey.
Better get on
Well,
this
hello,
pronto.
stranger. The name's Jacob, and I run this town. Glad you passed the test. Our door's always open to good quality people. You can use one of the beds in the guest house. And you should visit Penny's store.
Anything else in town?
Doc Patricia will be more than happy to patch you up. For a modest fee, of course. You might want to stay clear of Mr. Dan. I've had some complaints about him.
Can I ask you some questions?
Ask away.
Do you know anything about a missing caravan?
Is this about those Stockton people? I've told Mr. Dan many, many times. We never saw them.
You ever hear of a compound?
Why, that sounds interesting, stranger. But I can't say I've ever heard of a compound, was it?
Does Covenant have a problem with synths?
Shouldn't everyone have a problem with synths? But there's none of those things here. Rest assured.
I have to go.
You have a good day.
You're gonna drag that junk around.
This cell means business.
Another newcomer. Welcome.
Mr. Fitzgerald.
We don't tolerate violence or vulgarity. Steer clear of those, and we'll get along just fine.
Well, hello.
People that break our rules are asked to leave. Rarely happens, though.
Why does one tiny settlement need so much firepower? Hey.
Sure. Just keep your shirt on.
Take a look.
Looks doable. I'll give it a try. That was easy. How about a challenge next time? Been too long since I picked a fight.
That's a serious lock. Need to find a key. Let's hope someone's been careless. Yo, psst.
Yeah?
Here.
I'll get it done.
hate this place.
Hey, Dan.
You find out anything about the caravan?
They took the survivors to a compound.
Then we're in business. I'll meet you there and we'll rescue ourselves some caravan hands.
You need any doctoring? Just let me know.
You're hiding something.
Hey, a stranger?
I'm sure.
It's no secret you've been poking around. Not very neighborly of you, if you ask me. I know you think you're doing the right thing. Just don't make any rash decisions you'll regret.
I know you and your secret compound are behind what happened to Stockton's caravan.
Supposing, hypothetically, we are. We wouldn't do anything unless we had good reasons. The best. Tell you what, you just stop this investigation, and I'll give you a gift. 100 caps. And then you'd be welcome back here as our friend anytime.
Surely there's room for compromise. I get Stockton survivors, and we stay friends. I'd have to know more, though.
Either that, or we could end you right here.
That's a tall order. A deal like that, well, that's above my pay grade. Tell you what, I'll let the compound know you're coming. Then you can make your case to them. Good luck.
Over here.
Yep.
You're hiding something. I'm sure of it.
Hey, Dan.
Some people up ahead. I'll follow your lead.
Just because Jacob vouched for you doesn't mean you can enter the compound. Why should I let you in?
I'm coming in one way or the other. At least with the easy way, you still get to breathe.
All right. Have it your way. I'll take her to Dr. Chambers. She can decide what to do with you. Don't try anything funny. You've been warned. Blythe! Hey, Blythe!
Torture. They're sick. Just give me the signal.
Yes. What is it, Manny?
I thought you guys were done with Subject 12.
Oh, yes. The interview's over. I'm just reviewing the data on question 4. It's fascinating, really.
Yeah, I'm sure.
Certainly.
You're the first outsider that's been in here.
Hey, extend the platform. Order center.
Stranger. Welcome to the compound. Stranger.
So the one investigating Stockton's caravan has arrived. Do you even know that his supposed daughter is in all likelihood a synth? No matter. Let me be upfront about this. There are two ways this meeting can end. We come to an agreement, or there's violence.
There are no other options.
Too much is at stake to allow you to simply leave. Let me pose a question to you. What would you do if your family was destroyed by a synth right in front of you when you were but a child? Would you roll over and accept it? Or would you do something about it?
What happened to you?
In Diamond City, a lifetime ago, my parents and 8 others were massacred by someone. At first, we thought the maniac was human. But that was the day we learned of the Institute's latest creations, the synths. As long as the Institute walks invisibly amongst us, they strike without warning and control us from the shadows. I've dedicated my life to devising a test to detect these hidden synths, to root them out so they can be extinguished. Isn't that a goal worth fighting for?
A war? Really? Is it that bad?
Hundreds of kidnappings over the years. Ask the survivors if it's really that bad. And there are so many other tragedies that may be their responsibility as well.
Who really knows what the Institute is responsible for?
And how do they manage to keep us in the dark? A living synth is indistinguishable from a human by any medical test yet devised. But it turns out psychology can detect a difference. Enter the SAFE test. The test is in its infancy, but through sacrifice and perseverance, our success rate is improving.
And the safe test works?
Oh, yes. Autopsies confirm the test is getting more accurate. There's something in the questions which provokes a response from synth, but the exact trigger is elusive. The margin of error is admittedly high, 4 or 5 false positives per synth. But one day, we hope to get it to 1 or 2 false positives.
But your methods are barbaric. It's torture.
To improve the SAFE test, intense psychological pressure must be applied to our test subjects. It is distasteful, but necessary. Covenant is many things. A refuge for the broken people left in the wake of the Institute's rampages. A place of safety and healing. But most importantly, it is our one chance to end this age of paranoia. I will make you a deal. If you let me dispose of Stockton's synth and continue our work, I'll match whatever reward you were offered.
I've had my fill of crazy on this contract. No deal.
Fortunate for me, I wasn't talking to you.
You side with this nut job, and we're going to have a serious, deadly problem.
Are you threatening me, Dan?
I have myself a code. That's not always good on my wallet, but it helps me sleep at night. I took this contract, and I will honor it. Even if I have to kill you to do it.
Wait. Covenant's a refuge?
Over the years, we've recruited like-minded individuals. All of our lives shattered by the Institute. Covenant is primarily about administering and refining the SAFE test. But some consider the humanitarian side equally as important. If you destroy what's left here, their lives will be upended again.
Don't kill the girl. Spare her.
Impossible. The odds are too great she's an Institute infiltrator. Even if she is an unfortunate victim in this war, sparing her can compromise everything.
Sorry. That's a deal I won't accept.
Then you'll just have to kill me.
Must have tripped some sort of sensor. I bet you 50 caps there's a lot more where they came from.
Whoa, that's more like it.
Come back here, damn it.
Get warmed up.
goodness. I'm free.
Hey, Dan.
So Stockton gets his daughter and we get paid. Not a bad day.
What if she's a synth?
If even after all they've done to her, they don't know if she's a synth or not, I figure she's human enough. Here's your cut of the reward. I'll get my half from Stockton. Been a pleasure.
I did more than half the work on this job. My share should reflect that.
There's some truth to that. 60-40 work for you?
60-40, really? Try 90-10.
90-10? Is that a joke? I risked my life, same as you. 70-30 is my final offer.
Without me, you'd be dead. Maybe I should ask for it all.
Fine. I'll give you 90-10. But if you want the other 10%, you better be prepared to fight for it.
Rather be off murdering a pint. This'll do.
Missions must be protected.
Keep him off me! What is that? Find him!
Now this is what I'm talking about.
Why don't you...
That's it?
I lost him.
It's over.
What's that noise?
Got it.
Why bother? That's just garbage. I toss it. Looks like someone has a dirty little...
Where am I?
No. How are the subject's vitals?
It's a little unsteady, but within... Who are you? What's... Ah! Son of a bitch! Do that... Ah!
I will only say this once. Speak only when spoken to. Please continue.
The subject is ready for baseline testing.
Subject, answer the questions quickly and with what first comes to mind. You're approached by a frenzied scientist who yells, "I'm going to put my quantum harmonizer in your photonic resonation chamber." What's your response?
Is that safe test? Ah!
Answer the question.
I don't know. I don't know science stuff. Ignore him.
Ignore him, you say? Fascinating.
What the?
Something's good.
Show your face. Come on.
Playtime!
Don't look.
Okay, who's first?
Think I'm scared, huh?
Hey,
Sure, sure. Just keep your shirt on.
I need to ask you something.
What's up?
Your thoughts?
I don't ask for much. Just need a full bottle and some bones to break.
That was all.
Sure.